do still have that potential circulation that's going to be right around Berlin and beginning to push into the trail area. But Berlin at this point, that's going to be the main risk area for that possible tornado. So I'm going to draw where we do have the potential. Still seeing a little bit of rotation there, nothing extremely strong, still no reports of storm spotters seeing a funnel cloud or a tornado, but of course it is getting a little dark outside and we are going to have the potential to see this, but it will be a little harder as we go through the night. But of course, if we do get any reports of a funnel cloud or a tornado touchdown, of course, we will bring that to you. Now, I don't want to leave you out in Carrollton and also in New Philadelphia. We've got severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing for those areas as well. The potential for some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So I do want to give you more information on the storms impacting those areas as well. We've got the severe thunderstorm warning for Tuscarawas County, and once again, wind gusts to 60 miles per hour possible. We've still got the potential for a possible tornado in between Berlin and Trail, near Mount Hope, Trail, and Berlin. But at this point, I'm not seeing anything extremely concerning in this, no really tight circulation or rotation, but there could still be a brief tornado in this, probably on the weaker side, but any tornado can do damage. So of course, until this tornado warning expires, try to stay in your safe place, get to the lowest level, the most interior portion of your home or whatever building you're located in, and try to get to the lowest level. And just try to keep yourself safe from that flying debris that would likely be going on if this were actually a tornado touching down. So once again, we've got a tornado warning. This is for eastern portions of Holmes County. So if you're in Kilbuck or Millersburg, you are not included in the tornado warning. But if you are in Berlin, Trail, Charm, you are under this tornado warning. Not only do we have the tornado warning, but we've got severe storms impacting other parts of the area. I want to zoom back out, show you eastern parts of Coshocton County, western and central portions of Tuscarawas County, and now we've got central and western parts of Carroll County now under severe thunderstorm warnings. And this is not going to be for a tornado threat, but this is mainly going to be for a straight line damaging wind threat. You can kind of see this line. It is looking more like a bow echo. That's when it kind of starts to bow out to the right, and that is indicative of a higher threat for some possible wind damage with this. So some possible 60-mile-per-hour winds as we go through the next several minutes for parts of Tuscarawas County and also for parts of Carroll County. So this is something we are going to be monitoring closely because these storms have pulsed up. We do have more unstable air for our southern portions of the viewing area, and so this is why we are starting to see these storms kind of bubble up and become severe. So I want to put a track on the severe cell pushing close to New Philadelphia. So this is where you can expect it. Some times and towns for you right now. The storm is right over Sugar Creek, should reach you in Dover around 8:46 p.m., New Philadelphia 8:48, Tuscarawas around 8:52, Midvale around 8:55, Roswell around 8:57, Uricksville around 8:58, Denison 9 o'clock, Mineral City around 9:02. Now this is not for the tornado warning. This is basically for the potential of some 60, possibly 65-mile-per-hour wind gusts. I also want to take you back up to where we do have our tornado warning, and still right around the city of Berlin, Miller's Corner, Bunker Hill, and just to the west of Walnut Creek. Let me turn the lightning off here. This is where we have that potential for that possible tornado. I'm going to switch to our storm relative velocity. Still not seeing anything too impressive with this rotation. We are looking for the notch, that green right next to the red, that wind flowing towards and away from the radar. That would indicate some stronger rotation. And although we do have some broad rotation there, it's not really tight like we would typically see in a better tornadic signature, but there is still enough there that there could potentially be a brief weak tornado in this. So we will continue with this tornado warning, and it does go out through 9:15 p.m. and this is going to be for eastern sections of Holmes County. I'm going to switch back to our shear rate product. We are starting to see a little bit of shear still there right around Bunker Hill and Berlin, Miller's Corners. Shear swath going back over the last 30 minutes. You can kind of see the path of that shear, and you'll see where we do have a little bit of shear showing up right where we do have this tornado warning, and that's right around Miller's Corners, Bunker Hill, and also, once again, the city of Berlin. So I'm going to stop that from the lapse, switch back to our reflectivity, and it looks like there's not as quite as strong of a signature for that tornado. I want to go back over the last 30 minutes and show you what this looked like. And you can kind of see as it pushed over Bex Mills, Charm, you can kind of see it wrapping up there. We definitely had more of a tornadic signature there, even over Berlin, Walnut Creek. But now as it starts to push off to the north and east, it's becoming a little more ragged, not quite as well defined, not quite seeing as much of that hook signature or that swirl that we saw there. Kind of look like what you would see in a bookend vortex. Of course, that would be on the end of a bow echo, which is what we have. So you can occasionally get some brief tornadoes to form there, and they can do a little damage. So this is something that we are monitoring closely. The circulation, the rotation that we do have left is going to be right around Mount Hope, Berlin, Benton, and getting close to Trail. So if you are in any of these areas, Miller's Corners, Bunker Hill, Berlin, Trail, Walnut Creek, Benton, and also up towards Freiburg, Weinsberg, make sure you are still seeking shelter, taking cover, staying indoors, sturdy building, lowest level. It's a good idea not to be in your vehicle. It's definitely not a good idea just to be outside. You want to try to get into a sturdy building and try to get as low as you can into the most interior portion of the building as you can. Try to stay away from those windows and those outside walls. I'm going to put a track on this. It is still tracking off to the northeast around 15 miles per hour. So I'm going to track this area of rotation that we still have. It looks like it would reach Wilmot around 9:14 p.m. if it does hold together. But at this point, it does look like it is becoming a little bit more broad. So I'm not quite as concerned about a strong tornado there, but there could still be a brief, weak tornado there. So we will continue to monitor that. I want to reset the view if you are in other parts of Northeast Ohio and give you an idea of what is going on. We've got a big swath of rain extending from Ashtabula down to Mentor, Cleveland, Strongsville, Akron. I know we've had some major delays out there for the Guardians game. I'm not sure if they're back in action right now, but we've still got some rain to deal with, but you can start to see the back edge of the main line of rain. So things should improve in Cleveland shortly. Farther south, that's where we have the most unstable air, the most dynamics in the atmosphere, and that's where we have the severe weather for this evening. So basically we've got severe thunderstorm or tornado warnings down south. We've got that one tornado warning for eastern Holmes County until 9:15 p.m. Also a severe thunderstorm warning in that same area. We've got the severe thunderstorm warnings impacting Tuscarawas and Carroll counties until 9:30. The potential there for some 60-mile-per-hour gusts. Good news for you in Coshocton County. We've gotten rid of the severe thunderstorm warning that was in effect for you, so that is good news. And then down around Cambridge, this is outside of the News 5 viewing area, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning there. So we're still concerned for Tuscarawas County, Carroll County, and eastern portions of Holmes County. That's where we have the tornado warning at this point. So I'm actually going to zoom back in and show you the area of concern. Once again, we've got this line of storms that has turned into what we would call a bow echo. So that means that it's kind of starting to bend out to the right, enhanced threat for wind damage. And then on the northern end of that, we've got what we call a bookend vortex that developed, that little swirl. And sometimes you can get some tornadoes to form at the ends of these bow echoes. So that's what we have right around Mount Hope, Benton, Berlin. So we'll continue to monitor this. The good news is that I have not heard any actual reports of a tornado touchdown. I haven't had any reports from storm spotters or from the general public of an actual tornado. So that is good news. So far, all we have is that it is radar indicated, and the National Weather Service did issue a tornado warning on it, but no confirmation that we actually have a tornado on the ground doing damage. So that is some good news at this point, but of course, I did want to hop on and update you on the potential that we do have for a tornado. All right, this is our latest radar scan. Let me turn the lightning off and get rid of a couple of things on here for you. And it looks like this is kind of starting to fall apart. So I'm thinking this tornado warning may be canceled a little early. It is supposed to be in place for another 24 minutes or so, but it looks like the rotation in this is starting to get a little bit weaker But of course, we'll stick with it until they cancel it. But at this point, switching over to storm relative velocity, notice that the green and the red, there's no notch there. The rotation has become very broad. Shear rate, there's a tiny bit of shear showing up, not a ton. But here's what tells the story, the storm relative velocity. Let's go back over the last 45 minutes. Let me zoom out a bit. And we certainly have seen the rotation in this weekend. As it pushed into eastern portions of Holmes County, we did see the rotation trying to ramp up and get a little bit stronger around Beck's Mills, and then up around Berlin, Benton, Mount Hope Trail, but now it is becoming a little bit more broad. But we will continue to watch this as we go through the next several minutes. I'm going to switch back to reflectivity mode, turn the lightning back on. These storms down south have quite a bit of lightning with them as well. In fact, we're picking up close to 200 lightning strikes with the storms that you see on the radar right now. So we all know that lightning is dangerous and it can be deadly. So even if you're not under the tornado warning, even if you're just under the severe thunderstorm warning, or even if you're up into portions of Summit County, Portage County, where we do have a little lightning there, right around Aurora, just make sure you stay inside, stay safe, because lightning in and of itself can be a dangerous thing. And once again, as I've been mentioning, I was not impressed by the rotation that I saw inside of that storm, and it looks like the National Weather Service agrees with me, and they have now canceled that tornado warning for eastern Holmes County. We no longer have a tornado warning. It still hasn't officially fallen off of our map on our Power 5 radar, but I can tell you that it is officially canceled by the National Weather Service. As I was showing you in our storm relative velocity mode, that rotation weakened pretty rapidly. It did ramp up and we did have the potential for a tornado, but that rotation is weakened. You can see the green and the red, that big gap in between. So no tight rotation here that would indicate that we do have a strong circulation or strong rotation that would make me concerned for a tornado. So you just saw that purple drop off the map. We no longer have a tornado warning, but before I get off the air, I do want to update you on the severe thunderstorm warnings that we do still have, and that is for eastern Holmes County, Tuscarawas County, Carroll County. Severe thunderstorm warnings continue for you. If you are in New Philadelphia, Carrollton, severe thunderstorm warning still in place until 9:30 p.m. Eastern Holmes County, severe thunderstorm warning in place until 9:15. Once again, before I go, I'm going to do a quick track on this for you, let you know what to expect when this storm will reach you. It looks like it is pushing over New Philadelphia right now. So the worst part of it, right over New Philly, gusts to 60 miles per hour possible with this storm. And as it pushes off to the east, we are going to have this storm moving likely over Tuscarawas, 8:56, so that's in 2 minutes. Barnhill, 8:59. Roswell, 9 o'clock. Uricksville, 9:02. Denison, around 9:04. And Sherrodsville, around 9:10. So this is not a tornado warning. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. Severe storm right now over Dover, New Philly, Black Band, Stone Creek, and we will continue with the threat for those wind gusts close to 60 miles per hour. Dangerous lightning, heavy rain as well. We've also got a flood advisory through about 10:30 for portions of Holmes County as well. That flood advisory, once again, there it is, through 10:30, does include, it looks like all of Holmes County. So we've had about 1 to 2 inches of rain that fell there over the last few hours. So just watch out for any ponding of water on the roads, any flooded roads, turn around, find a different direction. And just keep in mind, for the next hour to hour and a half, we're still going to have the threat, at least down south, for some wind gusts close to 60 miles per hour. Tornado threat is very low, but that can't be ruled out either. Of course, I'll be here watching it, tracking it closely, and if I need to break in again, I'll make sure to do so. But we're going to take you back to your regular programming and have a safe night.
That happened, boy, that could be so taxing. Oh, you go back in there and fight.
Trying to set up a